the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Aquarius, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Let's go ahead and take a look at your August 2020 reading. I'm just going to remove the bottom two decks, and we'll come back to them towards the end of the reading. And if you've seen my readings before, you know that one is for, it's a message from the universe, I like to call it. And the other is a set of affirmations for the months to come. And so, having said that, I have already meditated on your energy, Aquarius, as well as pre-shuffled the decks we're using today. So let us begin. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. How this works is I simply let the cards fall into place and then we talk about the different messages that are coming across. So, first two cards out here, we have the Ten of Cups and the Magician. Beautiful, right? Ten of Cups, it represents a happy family, and just so many moments to cherish in the time to come. The Magician showing that you're able to manifest your truest, deepest desires. Magician shows that you have all the riches you need or want access to. It also shows purity of thought and deepening of love and romance in your life. It looks like all these years, perhaps decades, have provided you with innate wisdom to live life with. It's helping you making the right life choices. It's helping you to keep your family together. And like I said, so many moments to cherish, that are to come, I feel. It's going to be a beautiful time ahead for you. Having said that, let's see which cards are crossing over. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. I feel like you might get some sort of an offer, Aquarius, during this time, and it might be a little bit dreamy. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, it may be a little hard to understand where it's coming from, whether it's right or wrong. Like, it's like reaching into a bag and not knowing what to expect. Is there going to be candy, or is there going to be thorns? Kind of like that. So look at what's being offered to you. See where what the actual truth of the reality is. Look at things unseen, okay? Because it can kind of, it may take you off this beautiful course, which you're attracting a lot of. You're attracting beautiful things up here, as you can see, right? Happy times, happy family. And you don't want it to rain down on your happiness in a sense that it can take away something that you've created, that may have taken decades in this instance. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Like, this is coming from the fact that it just literally started to rain as I'm reaching for and clarifying these messages here for you. Okay, let's continue with this reading. So again, this is, for the Leo season. If you felt limited for any reason or just insufficient, just know that you're going to have plenty to reach for. I feel like your friends and family are really going to show up for you if you require anything, any additional assistance. If you require assistance from the universe is also here for you, guiding you in your path towards the best life imaginable. Which is represented by the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents the entire universe. It represents our spirituality. It represents awareness, consciousness, truth. It's very soft, kind of an energy that's here, but it's asking for the truth, right? And I kind of mentioned earlier, when if there's an offer that is made to you during this time period, so during Leo season, can also be month of August, can happen as early as within the first week of August, I feel. Seek truth within whatever's being presented. Like look a little deeper to get the actual understanding of whatever it is. If you're dealing with a Taurus, for some of you, or it could be like someone, it could be someone from the past kind of returning to you. This is your card, by the way, the Star card, which fell out in reverse, which is interesting. It can really, I think it can kind of take you back from all the things that you can have, do, and be. There's a visit from the past. Could be from someone. It could just be like a reunion or like this nostalgic feeling. Perhaps a memory you may be holding on to from your childhood, which may have you feeling upside down a little bit. This is towards mid-August, you can say. However, it can happen at different times for any of you because it is a general reading, right? And so when the Star card falls in reverse, and again, this is your card, Aquarius, it's very interesting because I feel like you may be, there's some blockage that needs to be addressed right now, Aquarius, and it's really going to be up to you. And what is this blockage? I feel like it's something from the past. Okay, and it may be hindering you from having all that you can have. So that's something to consider and look back and reflect upon. This is the perfect time. It's the perfect time. And making sure that whatever expectations you may have, that they're not unrealistic. Sometimes the past can be so brutal and difficult and challenging. And so as an end result to that, let's give an example to this. For example, you know, having a lot of difficult relationships in the past can lead you to having almost unrealistic expectations of the perfect Mr. Prince Charming, you know, and it can be hard then to find someone who will tick all your boxes, especially if they're kind of unrealistic. But maybe it's because life has almost molded it, you know, circumstances have molded it into place for you, that having all these beliefs now, these are constraints of the past, okay? And what I'm trying to say here is that this is the time for you to kind of look above and beyond these things. Life doesn't happen to us, it responds to us. And that is a beautiful thing about, you know, the Star card, that life is always responding to you. It's also, there's a beautiful quote by Rumi, and in Fragments, it's basically, it goes, you know, whatever you seek is seeking you. And so the sooner we understand that, the better, the easier it is to feel power over our own life, to understand that really we are in the driving wheel of our own life, and that we shouldn't let the past affect our present situation, because our present is what creates our future. And that's what the Star card is doing. It's reaching for the future, but clearly something's stopping you from that. So reflecting on the past, accepting it for what it is, releasing yourself from the trap it may have created, and opening yourself up a little bit more is something that may be required during this month. Okay, it may come as subtle changes, but don't drift away from your dreams and from what you want. And I feel like there may come a point in time where there's just so much that's possible that all of a sudden becomes very aware to you, or that you become aware of, and it may suddenly something may hit that may stop you. But hopefully, and understand that it doesn't have to happen. There's so much guidance that you have with the Hierophant card from the power, you know, power greater than us. If you believe in power greater than us, if you believe in the power of the universe and, you know, the one conscious mind, the connected consciousness that's present to us, the cosmos, and, you know, what is astrology? We feel that, you know, things are written out there for us, and that's kind of what we're aiming and gearing and, searching for answers, but there are times when all these answers can come from within. But if you block yourself from receiving that, then that can be challenging, right? It's only, you don't want to get in your own way of ultimate happiness and ultimate freedom, right? So that is where we're getting with this. Okay. A lot of emotions may be felt during this month in August. You see a lot of cups out there. And I'm just feeling a lot of, it's going to be an emotional journey for sure. Okay, we also have here the Moon card and the Seven of Pentacles. Moon card encouraging you to look deeper within your own shadows. At things, perhaps that you were avoiding looking at before it, and that can help you get past that energy. Understand the first two cards in your reading were the Ten of Cups and the Magician, which are very, very powerful, allowing you to feel like the creator of your own life. And sometimes when we feel that power and have so much of it, it can get a little bit disruptive in the sense that too much power can also be a bad thing, right? And it can take away what we could have had to begin with. Having said that, the Moon card, again, encouraging you to look deeper within your past. Seven of Pentacles. Specifically, this is a good time to work on yourself, I feel, to reflect on the shadows of your past and kind of, learn from them and grow from them. And then, as you do, this will allow you to be able to cherish the moments that are to come at a whole new level, really. For those of you, as I mentioned earlier, or was about to mention, if you're dealing with a Taurus, if there's a Taurus in your life, or another earth sign such as Virgo or Capricorn, I would favor more towards Taurus and Capricorn, actually. I feel like they may have really excellent advice for you if you are seeking advice, or at least just the fact that they are very supportive of you right now. If you're dealing with another air sign, such as another Aquarius, or it could be a Gemini, or Libra, or it could be someone from the past who is an air sign who's kind of revisiting you, know that you have the strength and the power to decipher through the unseen. Things that are unsaid, that you have the power to understand the deeper message. Okay? And if you're dealing with a water sign, such as Pisces, which is the Moon card, or it could be Cancer or Scorpio, it's going to take a bit of work to move things further, but they will move along. Okay? Under the deck here we have the Nine of Pentacles. Huge focus on cherishing. I feel like there's a focus on being able to cherish the little things in life here. The Eight of Cups representing that emotional energy that I was picking up on. The fact that it was under the deck, which means that either you're keeping it to yourself and not sharing it with other people, or it creeps up at night. Okay, but it's there. That emotional roller coaster that this is going to be, it's a journey, right? And you have to go through the ups and downs, the downs that make you understand what your highs feel like, and they make you feel better. Contrast is important. Contrast is interesting. Contrast adds perspective. Contrast allows us to have a deeper understanding of what we actually do want. When we see what we don't want, we're like, oh damn, I want this other thing so much more. Or you forget how much you wanted it to begin with until you realize that you can't, for whatever reason. Something happens and you're like, oh, I can't have this, and that's what clicks. An Aquarius is known for being able to think outside the box. An Aquarius is known to be a visionary. An Aquarius is known to seek and be spiritual, be within themselves, and they're able to bring that answer out. And that is what we're seeing with the Hanged Man as well, that perspective that comes from within. So allowing the emotions to run their course, sure, it's not a bad idea, for it will ground you and bring structure within you. Structure within you and your mind will appear then in the outer world as well. As soon as you feel structure, the outer world will reflect that right back to you. And it will allow you to feel all the more wholesome and joyous and complete, depending on whatever you're reaching for. Okay, let us top this reading off with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards and see what the message from the universe is here for you, Aquarius. Movement. You're the second sign to receive the movement card for the month of August. Clearly there is progress here for you. Great momentum can be built if you take on that energy and aim for that. And I feel, notice how you're going away from the mud towards a greener grass. Okay, I feel like I should read this card out. I'm not doing that for all the signs, but I feel like it might be helpful for you. So the number 28 is also here, and movement. You are in a time of positive forward motion. Got that, Aquarius? This is a time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward, no matter what your inquiry. You will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. And how do you do that? With affirmations. When things aren't working out, affirmations are a great tool, especially if used repeatedly. Try it for 7 minutes and you will feel different. No matter how you're feeling, how stuck in the mud things might be, this will really kick in that momentum. So you have 2 affirmations here for you. Let's take a look. We have here, dreamer and anticipation. So they actually fell out like this, so we'll keep it like that. Dreamer, your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. Exactly what we were trying to allude to earlier when we were talking about 6 of Cups and the Star card. And then anticipation. And this is great because, as I mentioned, finding that perspective and clarity within yourself will give you structure. Structure allows you to then be in a place to receive, and that is called anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. And I would actually do this. I would do the dreamer affirmations first and then anticipation. Perhaps split it up. 7 days of dreamer, 7 days of anticipation, and see what happens within 2 weeks for you. All right, let's read out affirmations. Beginning with the dreamer card. And of course, for those of you who would like some customized affirmations really specific to your situation and your circumstances, that's also something I offer. Email me at pureguidancetarot@gmail.com for pricing and information. They're very, very reasonably priced, like under $15 for a good amount. Okay, dreamer. Today I will take time for the dreamer in me. I will remember that my dreams have a purpose and were given to me for a reason. I will not be misled by the opinions and doubts of others, for this is my journey, and only I can know the way. I will focus on taking tiny steps towards my dreams, and I will never give up. It's not worth giving up on dreams. Giving up on dreams is giving up on life. And to live a life that is not according to your own rules, what's the fun in that? What's life without dreams? Anticipation. Today I know that something wonderful is going to happen. I will keep my eyes and ears open for the guideposts to these unknown blessings. I give thanks for a change and the faith that life is about to get even better than I ever thought possible. So even if you do have a vision of this perfect life, guess what? God or the universe, whatever your belief is, has even a better and a brighter vision for you, and it is all falling into place. And there we have it, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who would like to get a personal energy check with me, check out my website at iampureguidance.com, and I'll be happy to take a look at your energy. And for those of you who need it faster, I also offer 24-hour services.
Pricing is available on my website. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful month.
Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance.